Good evening.
Evening, everybody, and welcome to MCC UK. So you just caught us. I was just looking at the instructions. So next week we'll be going out at 7 p.m. instead of 8. Put a ticker box along the bottom to let you know. So that's the first bit of information. So how's everybody?
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Yeah, half left, as Dave would say.
And a bit in the centre.
Yeah.
So we've got some chat in. So if Horlixs wants to go ahead with the chat, then we can go cameras down, and then we'll see what people are doing.
Yeah, lovely. So I've got Gillian in first.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's Gillian says good evening to Danno.
Hey, man.
Gillian says good evening, Horlixs and Mark. So yeah.
Hi, Gillian.
Okay.
Good evening, Gillian. Mark's hobby says hi, one and all.
So she doesn't say hello to me, does she not? All right.
No, it doesn't look like it. Gillian says good evening, Mark's hobbies. Apple says, why, man? Has it been a week since since I last sat in this chair and watched modelers do their thing? It has, according to my clock, evening all. So yeah, good evening, Apple.
I am Max Hobbies.
Dave Max Builds says good evening, Horlixs, Geordie, Mark, Danno, have a great stream. So yeah, thank you. Hi, Dave.
Hi, Dave, Mac.
And Dave Max says evening to Gillian. Athol says evening to Danno, Horlixs, and Mark.
Hi, Athol.
Hello.
Hello. So yeah, hello, welcome. It says hi to Gillian, and Gillian says good evening, Athol. Athol says evening, Dave Mac. Gillian says good evening to Dave Mac Builds.
Oh, she still hasn't said good evening to me.
No. Sprue Glue's in, says hi panel and chat. So yeah, good evening, Sprue. And Dave Max says evening to Apple. And there we are. That's chat out to Dave for the moment.
Okay then. So I'll do the rounds.
Do all the rounds.
We'll go to we'll go to Mark first. Looks like he's building a model.
Yeah, I'm going to get... Well, I did a bit of painting on this last year, but this was sent to me by Sprue Glue. So I'm going to start putting some bits together of this, and then I can get it primed and start some painting. So I'm going to be, just doing a bit of assembly work tonight on what I can.
Gloucester Meteor 172 scale. Small parts, mind you.
Don't say that. If you wear magnifying glasses, they'll look bigger.
Well, you will need magnifying glasses because it's a 172, so it's small. See this plain agar on the bench? That's 172 scale.
I'll be fine.
So you're looking at I'll think out of mind quick. You're looking at parts like that.
Yeah, I'll be fine. I'll get through it.
I just know you don't usually do 172 scale.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I'll never cross the Danno.
Yeah, I'm going to carry on with this Gundam. Yeah, which I started last week.
There you go, have a collection of them soon.
Yeah, we got three.
We'll nip over to Horlixs.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to be doing a bit more of the old the boot nook. See, I'm really happy with how it's coming out so far. Oh, well, camera's going a bit wonky. Yeah, so I did like the fireplace last time, and this grandfather clock, and some of these items on the floor here. Yeah, just going to be carrying on with that. It looks like I'm going to be building a like a box with some more decor on and a gramophone. Yeah. So.
Okay, and I'll go to yourself, and I'll say, good evening, love. It's a good time you did. Did you not forget I was on the show? Well, I'm still working on the depot, Pole Defiant, Mark 1. So that's the colours it's going to be in. Nice fighter colours. I'm going to work. Looks like I'm working on putting the back end on. Probably a little more touch-up painting to be done as well. So that's what I'll be doing. So.
B56, B58. All right, so a bit more chat then. So Athol says hi to Sprue. Gillian says good evening, Sprue and Glue. Athol says Mark building what in the Air Force was known as the Grat Box Meteor. Oh, Grot Box Meteor.
Ah.
Gillian Dotz says good evening, Dave. We've got Crafting Budgie Mama in. Hi, panel and chat. So hi, Natasha.
Hi, Tasha.
Dave McBill says hi to Tasha. And Crafting Budgie Mama says hi to Dave. And Athol says, oh, sounds like Sprue is out and about tonight in his car. And Athol says hi to Tasha. All right. What's the weather been like everywhere today? It was raining this morning down there.
Well, it had forecast rain around here, but it didn't do.
Oh.
So I don't know, we must have escaped it. But it's been cold again.
Yeah,
we'll have a little bit.
Yeah.
When I was out last night at work, it rained a bit. About 10:30.
Yeah, I think yesterday we had like 2 or 3 drops of rain, and that was it.
It felt like it was going to rain, but it just didn't do.
See, when I left for work at 6 o'clock, it looked threatening, but it didn't come in till about 10:30.
Hmm.
And then it wasn't much.
Knowing our luck, it'll rain tomorrow and we've got to go shopping.
Oh God, yeah. It's always the way, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Still, it can't be that time when we all went to York and it absolutely heavens opened.
Oh, I know. We've got photographic proof of that, haven't we, Danno?
No.
I don't know.
Crafting Budgie Mumma says we had a bit of rain, that was it. We've got Ed Hughes in who says evening all, evening Ed.
Yeah.
Alpha says weather started off dry and cloudy, then rained for a bit and now it's foggy. Dave McBill says evening Ed. Sprue says hi to Gillian. Ed Hughes says hey Dave. And oh, what is that? F RBVL says hi. Hey, hi. So
Hey.
welcome. Oh, that's why I didn't put that in there yet. So I need to do stage 4. Stage 4. Go on.
Right, sorry, I'm a bit quiet. I'm just concentrating. yeah, that's my little other bit. That the glue dries clear anyway, so trying to get some light on the situation. Oh, I need a big bit now. E1.
Bless
Bless you.
you.
Because someone fell asleep.
Who?
Not me. Yeah.
Right, so I've just got to put some newspaper cutter on. Yeah, I'm really enjoying these bookmarks. They're actually really quite therapeutic. The other one I've done is a little bit more difficult. Because you, this one's sort of built for you, but the other one, you literally, well, you obviously put all these bits together, but the other one, you actually build, it's like scratch build, basically, everything you're putting into it. So the other one's taking a lot longer than this one is.
Definitely not that one.
Okay, so
There we go.
so Lindsey Builds in, saying evening campers. Hello, Lindsey, welcome.
Hi, Lindsay.
There you are. It's a bit quiet. We'll concentrate in. Ed says, hi, Lindsey Builds. So, yeah, hello, Ed. And Dave Mac Builds says, evening to Lindsey. This is a bit strange. Why is that?
Sprue Glue says hi to Lindsey, and Sprue says who else is streaming this. So tonight it's going to Geordie's channel, Danno's channel, and Horlixs' channel. If that helps. We can only go to 3 channels. Even though guests can broadcast it to their channels, but yeah. Oh, and Sprue's now channel hopping, saying now I'm here.
Right.
Channel hopping's great when you want to be mischievous. And you want to hide.
Oh, I see. You turn the cauldron to lock the door. Turn the cauldron and open the door.
Right, I'm going to put... Eric says, what you smoking, Geordie?
We haven't smoking now at the moment.
I think that's because you're snoring.
Let me sleep up here.
But I'm just putting in some links to...
Yeah, if you hear a bit snow now, it's only me because I've got breathing problems.
Right, I'm just putting in some channel links for everybody on the MCC UK.
They can't be helpful when I relax. I just...
Okay, so here are the links for everybody. So that is Danno's, that's Geordie's, that's Horlixs. We also have DS Models, who isn't with us tonight, and also, unfortunately, there's mine. Don't know why mine comes with a code like that when you view it. Sprue says, now I'm here, LOL. I'm going to say, Lindsey, try and catch him.
It's getting taller.
Wow.
Just holding all the glue in. Or holding the panels so that the glue can set.
Right, I need to wait for that to dry myself.
Oh, this is going to be fun. The machine goes through this glass.
Dave Mac Bill says hi Sprue, and Sprue Glue says hi Dave Mac.
And actually, you know, if you do want to know what I'm smoking, I'm smoking Crystal Prime Strawberry Gummy Bear.
Well, that sounds nice.
But I'll be changing it over in a couple of minutes because I've got 5 puffs left to another one.
And I was walking cherry ace and cherry pop.
That sounds nice as well.
I'm going to be switching over to a fruit twist.
And I assume, is that going to taste like a twister?
It just says fruit twist.
A different fruit.
Nearly run out of it now. That's what I got left on now. Body charged. But practically finished. Strong on that fruit twist.
I think the order.
Danno, did you check out more of Master Replicas?
Yeah.
What is your birthday and Christmas is sorted out now for a few years?
Yeah.
What? Oh, them replics actually were showing us a day.
Yeah. It's got all the figurines from Doctor Who, which I've already got some of them. I need the rest.
Basically, Master Replicas bought out a lot of Eagle Moss's X stock, and a lot of it was their hero collector stuff, which was their like Doctor Who collection, Star Trek collection, strips and stuff.
This looks fun.
Lindsey says, hello, Sprue, Barley McGrew, LOL. And Sprue says, hi again, Lindsey. Lindsay says, have you done your gallery yet? We haven't had any emails, Lindsay, so no. Well, we haven't had any since the last time we checked.
Where is my so
So just a reminder that next week we are going to be going out, as the ticker says at the bottom, at 7 p.m. instead of 8 p.m. Just so it gives us time if we need to run over, and it just seems a little bit more convenient for people.
it helps me out quite a lot as well because I'm currently taking medication. I've got loads, and I've got my room's, it's like a pharmacy in here. But I've been under the doctor with things, and yeah, I've got to take medication. So like tonight, example, I've got to go at like 9:30 because I need to take my tablets at 9 o'clock, and it makes me feel really drowsy and want to sleep. So by coming on at 7, it means I can at least do the, the 2 hours.
Yeah,
It will be 9 o'clock. So, and then if it does overrun, it's the last person out turns the lights off, sort of thing. So,
yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm twiddling my thumbs until 8 o'clock. So for me, it works out better for me. Danno, you said you might be able to come in a bit more, didn't you?
Yeah, obviously depending on shifts. Because sometimes I start work at 7 o'clock in the morning, and then if I start on at 7, I can do an hour.
Yeah.
Back.
Which is great because at least we get to see you and not have to wait till you have time off.
I know every time I do a show, I'm on the time off in my theory. Well, actually, somebody interested in last night. I can't remember which one, but he was saying that he was asking about our theory. And
the guy from Italy.
Saying how easy theirs was compared to ours.
You've seen how the Italians drive, no wonder. Lindsay sent you a couple of pics in Mark Messenger. And Athel says, let's go channel hopping, adding thumbs. Thank you, Athel. And Athel also says, hello, Lindsay. I'm hoping as well, going out at 7, we might have some more guests on, which would be nice. Okay, Lindsay says she sent me some pics. Let me have a look. Which way? That one.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Got that. Let me just change my microphone.
C28, where's that then?
Go to that one.
Sounds like a battleship. You're shouting letters out, numbers out to the theme.
Okay, so we have got some pictures from Lindsay. This is work in progress 1350 Grass Zeppelin flat top carrier. So let me just bring that one up. Yeah, that screen share.
Let me see.
There we go.
Oh, look at that.
Yes.
Honestly, the detail in that is just...
I know.
What size did you say it was?
1350.
Wow.
But look at that.
That looks stunning.
Yeah.
So far.
Well, you've got some aircraft to put on that.
I do love an aircraft carrier. Well, great work, Lindsay. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Lindsay says, hello, Athel.
I've got a good modelling tip. When trying to apply glue, take the lid off the pot.
That does normally help. Dave Matt Bill says, looks great, Lindsay. Yeah. So, Danno, after you finish that Gundam, are you going to do another?
Probably.
Have you got your eyes on another one?
There's a few that I was looking at.
Oh, dear.
I think they're going to get bigger. Put some nice big ones in there as well.
Yeah.
Some nice prices, you know.
Oh, yeah, some nice prices.
Yeah, the bigger they are, the more they cost. So, Horlixs, before you take your meds, do you want to explain about the email address and gallery going forward?
Yeah, well, we thought it would be, well, I thought it would be a little bit more popular, and I was really hoping that more people would share their projects and stuff. But reality is we're just not getting any emails. We get, obviously, exception of Steve-O. He does send quite a few photos to us, and Lindsey sends a few. And there's been the odd one, but in the last, so many shows, we've just not had any emails come in. So I don't know whether just people don't want to share their projects or I don't know, but we've decided just to knock that on the head. But by all means, like Lindsey this evening, if you want to ping like a message or to either myself or Mark or whoever's on the panel, we're more than happy to show it. But we're just not going to bother with the formalities of the email and all that because it's just not. It didn't sort of work as we intended it to, I guess.
I mean, if you like Steve-O and you maybe want to message Dave, Dave will pass them on to us.
Yeah, I think Steve-O's on my messenger as well.
Yeah, he's on mine.
But also like, sometimes Steve-O does make, if he's got a rare day off like everyone, and he does come on the show, he can explain about what he's been up to and stuff. And we just thought we'd just save the ad because it's just not. It hasn't really taken off as we'd hoped it. If that makes sense. But by all means, if you want to send, as I say, us a picture, we'll still show it, of course. So don't discourage not to do that.
Yeah.
We're just not going to bother with the email address and all that.
Just changing a couple of things to make sure that it's maybe a little bit better for people. Lindsey put, I'm at the bench working on it now, Dave Mac, doing the guns for it. Wow.
Yeah, I'd like to see another update on that.
Did you hear about Blackpool Pleasure Beach, Horlixs? I'm just shut some of the rides down for the year.
No.
Yeah, apparently they haven't made much of a profit since lockdown. So 3 of their rides are going to be shut this season.
All right.
Apparently they did a survey and they are the least popular rides. But they're shutting 3 of them for the season.
Oh, I've still not been, to be honest. I keep meaning to go, but it's just I've decided. Sorry,
I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
No, I was going to say, like, I realised that it's actually not that far from Alton Towers in a sort of sense.
No.
So the plan was to fit a trip in there next time I'm up at Alton Towers for a few days, because we normally stay in the hotel or a travel lodge nearby, myself and my mate Dean. Instead of doing Alton Towers for 2 days running, we'll go off and do Blackpool Pleasure Beach one of the days. But just haven't got round to it yet.
There's a lot more in Blackpool than the Pleasure Beach.
Yeah.
That you can do with your pass. There's a lot more.
Yeah, you've got Madame Tussauds, haven't you? And the Tower and
there's loads. I would have a couple of days. Like a bank holiday weekend.
Yeah.
But they have said apparently they've got planning permission off Blackpool Council to turn some of the old units that surround the pleasure beach into hotel accommodation.
Oh, right, yeah. I think they've already got some of them, haven't they, already? And then there's a load of shops that are shut down.
Yeah, so the shops and what was there, Blackpool Pleasure Beach bought them out years ago and just boarded them up. They are the ones that run the perimeter of the fence.
That's right, yeah.
Because they had to, because of security. Because before it wasn't too bad, because you used to be able to walk into the pleasure beach and use tokens or just pay cash to go on the rides. But it's no longer like that. It's now you have to, you have to pay on the gate. So it's not as open as it used to be. So they bought all them out, and now they've got the planning permission to convert them into hotel for the park.
Right. But of course, the whole theme park industry is going to change drastically when Universal opens up.
Well, there is that, yeah.
I cannot wait. They've already confirmed one of the areas and a mega coaster, which is, well, I say confirmed, with all the experts have connected the dots. There's going to be a Back to the Future area.
Oh, wow.
And then there's going to be this mega coaster that's going to launch you 88 miles an hour out the station, up this spike, back down, and there's going to be a load of switch tracks. So you're going to go flying off one way, and then you're going to come back up the spike, and then come back down, and it's going to be a whole story. You can tell it's going to be like the town square and everything. Yeah, it's going to look amazing. I can't wait.
Apparently it's going to be like James Bond themed and stuff like that there.
Yes, there's going to be a James Bond. I don't know if it's in the concept art. On the top of the map, there's like an arena with fire. So there's going to be a 007 stunt show going on there. And they wanted that from one of their other parks, apparently, and it never came to fruition. So, like, they're going to bring it to us here in the UK.
But apparently they can't do Harry Potter, can they?
No, I think it's because Warner Brothers own the right, and it's
in
not
the
that
UK.
far.
Yes.
Yeah.
And obviously we've got that big Harry Potter attraction already.
Yeah, I mean, I was semi-excited and hoping they were, just because I'd love to go on the Hagrid ride. It's obviously in America. And I thought, would we get one of them down here? But no, obviously not. And we're also going to, it's looking like we're going to get a Jurassic World area. And there's going to be an amazing indoor dark attraction ride where you on a boat going around all the, it's going to look brilliant. I can't wait.
And apparently they're going to be doing a Lord of the Rings as well, something.
I've not heard of that yet. I heard that there should be a Minions area. There might be a Wicked area. Back to the Future is definitely a thing because someone's gone on the government website and they've sourced out all the information on their planning, and there's a Back to the Future. They've bought the rights to that, so that should be a cert. But yeah, I can't wait. I really can't wait. But I was working it out. I'm going to be well old. Well, I'm not, but by the time it's built, I'm going to be about I say old. I'm going to be 44. And
That's still younger than me.
Yeah, I know, but my mate Dean, he's older than me. He's going to be like coming on 49. And we're going to be going on these thrill rides. I just hope the body's going to allow me in bloody 6 years' time.
Dean still looks like he's in his 20s.
I know he does, but he's older than me. He'll be 49 when that's open.
He still looks like he's in his 20s, does Dean? My
I
God.
know. It's weird.
What's his secret?
Tell me about it. I think it's his diabetes.
Well, I've got no chance then because I'll be 71.
Oh, we'll get you on them rides, Geordie. I'll meet you there.
You'll be going against him, I feel.
It's Bedford, so it's probably about, well, I don't know. How far's Bedford from you lot?
About
Quite a way, about 200 and odd mile.
yeah, it's about 3 hours on a train for us.
Oh, really?
Where is Bedford?
I'm 275 mile out from London. So how far's Bedford from London?
Well, it's sort of in London, in the outskirts.
I think
I guess so. I was thinking it's going to take me a couple of hours in the car.
I think I looked at it once, and yeah, it is quite far.
They never bring anything up north like they not had it in Leeds.
You've got Beamish.
Yeah, Beamish. That's not a big car.
It would take you.
They were talking about on a show the other day why was it not brought up to Leeds?
Well, I guess Alton's houses must be closer to you then, or not? I suppose not, because it's more west.
Everything's based down south.
Well, yeah, Alton's houses, and that's in Derby, or north, it's Staffordshire, but it's still probably quite away from you west.
Okay, from here to Bedford, it's 151 miles. Via car would be 2 hours 58 minutes.
It would take us 4 hours 25 minutes in a car.
By train, 5 hours 42 minutes.
7 hours 29 minutes.
Wow. So
3 days to walk it and a day to cycle it.
yeah, it takes me 4 hours.
A day to walk it.
A day to cycle and 3 days to walk it.
I don't think I'd want to cycle that in a day.
Well, just get on your electric bike, Jordan. You're very nerdy.
After but need charging up every so many freaking miles.
That's an excuse to stop at the services and grab a coffee, isn't it?
Jordan on an electronic bike going down the M1.
Electric bike on a freaking A1. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. I'll have the bloody cops up my arse.
And you'll be 70 yards as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about 4 hours, just over 4 hours for me to get to Alton Towers when I go in the car.
Apparently they chose it because it's close to Luton Airport, and Luton Airport is getting an upgrade.
Yes, I saw that. They've already started, haven't they?
Yeah.
And also Universal, there's a little train station next to the land, and they're actually gonna, I think they're doing the station up and having like the part of the plaza on the station, so you'll literally get off the train and you're there. I was really quite excited.
That would have been ideal if they could have got away with Harry Potter, because you could have caught the Hogwarts Express there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that would have been cool.
Right. So Ed Hughes says, that's me. That's all for me, folks. Enjoy. Okay, good night, Ed. Thank you for coming.
Oh, no, Ed. Thank you.
Dave Matt Bill says, nice one, Lindsay. I really need to get back working on the Enterprise at some point. Lindsay's Bill says, but Dave Matt, you fell down the rabbit hole called Warhammer, LOL. Dave Matt Bill says, LOL, that's true, Lindsay. Lindsay says, chuckle, chuckle, Dave Mac. Dave Mac says, night, Ed. Lindsay says, bye, Ed. Dave Mac Bill says, but it's a great build so far. Got my new tank yesterday, LOL. And Athel says, well, Geordie, I am 72 and hopefully this weekend we'll be out and about on my new e-bike, weather permitting.
Yeah, cool.
And then Matt Builds says, I'm going to say a good night, guys. Up early again for Bury Market. I'll catch up tomorrow night all in chat. Good night, Dave, Matt.
No.
My e-bike's been held up in the garage for about 12 months. Need the weather to get it out.
Been glorious sunshine the past week.
Yeah, I've been working though, haven't I?
Of allotment.
It's not as if my garage is around the corner. I took where Danny lives. I moved from there, didn't I? I've got nowhere to park a bike here in the block of flats.
In your living room inside that table.
No, too dangerous with electrics, man.
Just carry on the stairs.
I'd sell it then and buy some models.
Good idea.
Buy some models and some tools and stuff.
Yeah. So, I tell you, if you get an electric bike, never leave it when it's on charge. Because that's when they tend to go up in flames.
Yeah, I've seen that, especially them hoverboards. I mean, it's a similar sort of thing. You're charging a battery in it, and they just catch fire when they feel like it. It's like electric cars. I mean, look at that other one. There's another one in Gatwick the other day that caught fire.
Yeah.
You can't get this bag from it. It's about 30 quid, maybe it's a bit less. You put the back. It's a fireproof bag. Well, it's not gonna stop the battery going up in flames, but it gives you a chance if it does, because it's got fireproof material in. You put the battery in there, charge your battery up in there, so it's got a thing that comes through, so you can connect your charger.
So to me, though, that seems silly because surely if you stuck the battery in the bag, the battery would get overheated when it's trying to charge because they get warm.
I don't know, but that's what it's specially made for.
Yeah.
And to store the battery in so that it's waterproof and everything, so that if it does go up in flames, it gives you more chance to get it out. It'll protect up to about 1,000 Fahrenheit. And lithium batteries, when they go up higher than that, but it gives you a chance to get the battery out of the house. Oh, crap. So it's like pick the bag up and sling it out the window.
Yeah. Right, I need to go and get a drink and take my tablet. I'll just put this on and then I'll do that. Because I'm late. Oh, right, excuse me a minute.
Okay.
Well, the Horlixs going back and that'll go around. I think if I'd have still been living up with broccoli, I probably would have been using it a lot more.
Plus, living down here, you've got new birds living right down.
Just seems a shame, yeah. You're not able to use it.
Yeah, that's what Gillian said. She says, "Yeah, why'd you not flog it?"
Well, that's what I've just said.
Which is if you're not getting to use, because I've got a trailer there, and I want to stick the trailer on it, and I want to use it.
If you can't use it, then yeah, you might as well just sell it and recoup some money and spend it on other things that are gonna.
So that's all goes. Steep well, Dave Mark. That all goes. Yes, I've heard there are problems on cheaper batteries, but my new one is a Samsung. Will be charged outside on a country base with extension cord inside. Yeah, I've had no problem with my battery. But what it is, what a lot of people do is because, as you probably know, to replace the battery is expensive. You know, battery can cost you about 253 quid. But a lot of people go to that cheap Chinese place. Is it
AliExpress?
AliExpress? And you get the batteries for about 150 quid or 100 quid. And they're the ones that are going up in flames. If you stick to the manufacturer's batteries, you'll be okay. Because my bike's a Chinese. It's a Engwe. It's not street legal. But I had no problem with the battery. Stored in Danny's cupboard. It's been no problem. I just keep it charged up. So my bike's got a 750 watt motor in plus the throttle. Marvel Picks. Oh, Marvel Picks is here. Todd.
Hey, Todd.
Hello and good evening all. Hi Todd.
Hi, Todd.
How's it there across the pond? And that all says never trust AliExpress for anything.
Well, I wouldn't trust them for electricals.
And Athel goes, hi Todd. Do you not get bits and pieces of electrics for doing the jobs on the models, or the always that way?
Say that again.
No, for when you're building the models, we're getting electric cable and all that. Are they all right that way?
Components, yes, but they could possibly fail quite easily.
But that's what's happened with the e-bikes. As I say, because you go through the manufacturer, like anything, you pay more.
To tell you the truth, for anything electrical, I wouldn't buy off Temu or AliExpress or anything, because you just don't know if it's been tested.
True.
To our conditions, but
so you're better off if your bike's battery's going to go dead. You're better off saving the money, getting the extra, and going through the manufacturers. At least you know you're getting the proper battery. Yes, you're going to pay more, but you're paying for that safety aspect.
Yeah,
it's got what you call it to keep the batteries level. Todd goes. Good. Going to be 35 Celsius today. Oh, nice.
He is in Arizona.
And Atal says, if you want good electrics, use Samsung or Bosch.
Yeah, here. I've got, as you know, I've got those little R36 things. I do have a bit of a problem because I'm in the process of collecting all the colours. But yeah, the SD cards in them aren't very good, so I've switched them out for decent Samsung ones.
I was gonna say, you know that them headlights you put in your Bedford Horlicks?
Yes.
Did you get them LEDs off AliExpress?
They probably were, but I mean, I bought them off eBay, but the seller probably got them in bulk from somewhere like that. So yeah,
Yeah,
from
that's
there.
what worries me about buying off like Temu and AliExpress for electrics. Are they going to be good quality and are they going to be safe?
I think they'll be safe because LEDs you can't really go wrong. They're not that powerful, but as you can tell by mine, I've got a headlight out.
Yeah.
That happened pretty quick after I finished the build.
What's Banggood about? Like, because you can get receivers where you can listen to the airport from cheap from Banggood.
I don't know. I think they're all right. Right? I think you can get some good stuff from there.
Also, remember that coin jar you bought off Temu, Alex? Oops.
Oh, that was my fault though. I was excited to start using that.
I think something like the brick kits you get off there and bits and pieces are quite good for value for money.
Who did you get them makes off, Danny?
The ones that we use development for clip on
Right.
TikTok.
Yeah.
And they're not bad. Obviously, they're not brilliant,
What they do,
but they do the job.
they do wires to them. You just plug the thing into the side of the phone and it picks it up.
They were better than what you were using before. At least we can hear you now.
Except Danny done a TikTok video and it was dead for a little bit. Couldn't hear him because the mic went dead on him.
Oh, you thought you were going to say something else then.
He didn't check to make sure the batteries.
So there's two you get. And
You get two of them.
one that was going dead, put it on, done that whole video, paused it, come back, hit the other one up, put that one on, carried on the video, and then when I went to upload it, obviously I checked on the other channel to get the view. I go, right, yeah, what happened? I went back across, yeah, completely went dead. I was taking the volume, turning the volume up, and not volume fully fine. So it must have just been that one mic.
Well,
Is that what you call it? What we put? No, what I used to have. What we put the mobile phones into?
Yeah,
Is that it? Yours?
the tripod.
The red thing you can clip the mobile phone into.
It might be in my drawer, yeah.
That in a tripod doing it allotment will be great.
Mm-hmm.
It might improve some of the videos.
Yeah.
Because it means I'm not holding the camera. I can stand further back.
Or could do POVs.
Mm-hmm.
Where we can slowly stop the camera to us and walk around and talk and stuff like that.
So it fills your iPhone up too quick.
Yeah. And then you can delete them.
Best way to do that is bring the if you want to do them, if you want to do the time lapse videos.
Oh, you didn't have time. It wouldn't be a time lapse.
No. Let's say if you want to do the time lapse, you best off there bringing the what you call it camera doing the one aggie.
Aye. I was thinking of doing maybe something like that when we hit the shed down.
You'll have to put the batteries in that trigger though.
Aye. And where I use it.
Set that for time lapse. The only trouble with that, I'd have to get a card reader to read off it.
Well, I've got one.
So know that video player you bought?
The ROM?
Aye.
Yeah.
Has it got a card reader built in?
No.
And USBs?
Just a USB. It's basically...
I seen one on TikTok Shop. I think it was TikTok Shop that had... it was CD-ROM, or whatever they called it, ROM drive, CD drive, DVD drive, and it had 4 USBs on the back, plus a card reader.
Yeah. I've seen them.
Yeah, but didn't you just want one, Danno, that could play the disk drive so you could do your theory?
That was, yeah. But obviously getting one like that would be obviously easier for my photography as well. I have got one, a card reader, but I've got to unplug something, plug that in. Eventually, I want to get a tower, a USB tower, just to sit behind me, take one of the monitors and easily accessible.
To be perfectly honest with you, you just wanted something nice and cheap, didn't you, just to see if it worked?
Yes.
Which it did.
Yeah.
I need to get VR desktop so I can figure my VR up to the desktop.
Yeah.
Do some online gaming on my VR.
Can't do VR, unfortunately.
You should be okay unless you use unless you go on a roller coaster or use a flight simulator. What I play on, it shouldn't bother you. Golf 3, which is basically like an adventure game, and you do a bit of sword fighting. There's no up and whereas spinning around and stuff like that. You can sit in your chair and play. It's like sitting playing on a computer, but it's through. You've got the full looking around and all that. That shouldn't affect you. I can understand if you go on a roller coaster or a flight simulator.
I can't do them VR roller coasters. As much as I love them, they make me feel sick within seconds.
Athel says, Geordie, why not use one of them new security camera that just fixed to metal, remove the plastic cover, and it's good to go, records everything both vertically and horizontally out for 50 meters.
Yeah, are the battery operated though, because I don't have power down there.
That camera I sent you is battery operated.
Yeah. That's our security camera. That's it.
GoPro.
That's good on. That's good on the helmet.
On the electric bike, you're not going to be able to use.
But see that you could strap that to you and do a POV down the lobby.
Oh yeah, I could strap that to as a person. POV. I get what Adult's getting as long as it's battery powered. The battery powered, or I can hook a battery bank up to it.
What we do is set loads of different cameras up around the lobby, different angles, and then just have one picking up the voices.
I'm hoping when we get things done, just doing a live show from down there.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Take the laptop down and pick up a microphone or something, cheap mic.
Yeah. What we'll have to do is do a test down there where we'll come in to the coffee lounge maybe and have a chat, or do a private live and see how it works. Because obviously down there we don't know the Indian.
Yeah, I've got to get one of them. I've got to get one of them internet connect things first, though.
Yeah.
Then what Dave's got, where you can connect to the internet anywhere. Yeah. That's the only thing down the allotment, as I say, we don't have any electric, and I don't want to run a generator down there because if people hear where it's still be in.
Yeah. But there is a lamp down the road. We could run a big massive.
Oh no, Danny, we're not going to tap any lampposts.
Yeah, we had this conversation last week.
Yeah.
Well, they charge us enough electricity anyway, so we should deal it.
Okay, right. Well, I'm going to go around here. So we'll start off with Horlixs.
Okay, so I've just been studying the manual, but there we are so far.
Oh, doing brilliant, that.
Details on there. I'm just trying to work out all this wiring, but there's going to be like a ceiling or an upper floor that's going to fit in here, and then these wires up there are going to go up through a gap to hide them behind the bookshelf, and then there's going to be like a false bit of the wall here to leave a gap here. And then, so from the back, if you turn the witch's cauldron, that'll be your door to get to the battery panel.
Yeah.
But yeah, really enjoying it. I mean, I'm probably about halfway through, I think. There's a lot of stuff and detail on there that I've had to glue. Everything you see has been individually glued. Even the frames, like, you do everything. These are stickers. Made the mirror there. Yeah. So yeah, really happy with how that's turned out. And then this side it says the House of Magic. Yeah.
Good then. Brilliant. Okay, we'll never cross it down.
There we go. He's finished.
Oh, you've got it complete.
Yeah. And he's done. Obviously, with the gun, I'm going to add this part, a rocket launcher to it and stuff like that. So it's got extra little bits to kind of add if I wanted to. Yes.
Okay, Mark, how are you getting on?
So all I've really been doing tonight is
painting the cockpit.
No, I've been working on this pilot seat. So I've got that painted and put in. But yeah, hand painting, just trying to get all the areas. So that's been done tonight. Just waiting for that to glue at the moment, which I think is going to take a while. And then on it, on the side, I've got some absolutely tiny decals to put on as well.
Yeah,
so I'll probably leave that till the next show.
Mm-hmm. Have fun putting on. One thing you do find when you paint parts before you glue them together, they don't stick very good.
Yeah, I know that.
So try and keep the bits that glue to go on clear.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're working with that tidy scale, you're going for, oh man, it'll not stick.
Yeah.
Right, go with myself. Okay, well, I've, like as I was saying, I painted them, but I've got to repaint them because of the glue. As soon as it touches a bit glue, the paint comes off. So I've got some touch-up painting to do on here. On the back wheel. And there's the rear gunner painted up.
Oh, nice.
And there's the rear gunner.
Looking good.
So they will get fixed in until I put the decals on and give it another spray of undercoat to take the shine off. There's the propeller. So not long before that'll be finished.
I've just seen the comments. Sorry, so yeah, just skip forward to Todd says, I love these boot nooks, gonna have to build one myself. Yeah, they are really good. This is my second one. I've actually bought a third one already, which is still in its box. This is themed on wizards. So yeah, it's like an alleyway. I'm sure you can guess what that is. But same, you get all your wiring kit and all your bits and pieces in there. But sorry, I was just going to yeah, that's that one. So this is going to be my third one to do. It's got a hidden mechanism somewhere that I don't really understand what that's about, but I will. Sorry, while I'm here, if you don't mind, I'll just show you this one. So this one is the one I was doing off stream with Michelle.
Wow.
And that's how that one's looking at the moment. But this one's very different because it's made of wooden parts, but it's very manual. So like the convenience store. Oh, what's going on with my camera? Like the convenience store sign is literally paper, and you have to cut it out, make the tabs and glue them. So it's all very hands-on, this one. It's taking a lot longer. Like you've got pieces of wire that you have to strip, take the cover off and bend the wire, and all these pieces are like wood with paper wrapped around them. You have to cut all the paper out. But this one actually, I can show you this currently lit up, and I love it. So, which is what I think white is positive.
Wow.
So that's what that's looking like at the moment, but that's only half the lights in it. But this one is also very hands-on in the wiring, because you literally, it's telling you to twist wires together, but obviously I'm going to do it properly and solder them and stuff. But yeah, that's a little a look at that one. But I really like the way this one's coming along.
Are you still doing that one with Michelle?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, but it doesn't waste any parts. So I mentioned that this wire here, you had to strip off the outer wire. Well, the outer wire, you then have to lop up and use to stick onto these signs.
Mm-hmm.
And there's another speed camera one there. I'm guessing that's going to be hanging off of somewhere. But yeah, you use the wire that you stripped to make the things for it. And like even down to the roads, I've had to cut out these little leaves out of my craft knife, and there's some stones here with some scenery and another stone there I had to glue on, and like everything you have to make, so it's a lot harder. But this one was cheaper. This was only a £5 off AliExpress or somewhere like that. But yeah, really enjoying that one.
Cool, brilliant. Okay, I'll go back to full and I'll catch up on chat. Right, Atul said, I did that when I had a prot. I think he's on about the tablet or lamppost. So someone found the cable connection and he rigged it. So I lost my security cover. My plant and others close to mine. and Atul goes, ding for Danno completed mech. Right. It's coming up to, what is it? It's after 9:30. How's everybody doing? I can't go on anymore till stuff's dry.
No, neither can I. I'm done.
Yeah, I'm just going to do this last piece because I want this glue to set for next week, and then that'll leave me at a good stopping point. And
right, well,
I can feel my eyes going now.
Right, Horlixs is doing that. We'll go cameras up.
Just
Hang on, I just need to tidy up a little bit.
D2.
Two secs.
This is a bit strange.
So I think when I play next week, it'll be a case and then touching up some paint and then putting the decals on. And just about finished. I'm going to find something else to do.
Well, Gillian said you had plenty of kits to do.
Oh, there's plenty of kits, but I haven't got paint for them all. I've got a piece of this, so I'm thinking of I want to have this plane in flight. So I'm thinking of maybe sealing it with glue, painting it black, so if it's a night.
The camera so we can actually see. I thought you on big full screen.
So I was thinking of sealing it, painting it black, and putting this on and having it in flight. And if I can get my hands on it to build a German Henkel, build that next to it as if this is attacking it from underneath. So that's my idea.
Yeah.
I just we are playing this morning, when we went shopping yesterday or something, I seen a bloke had £90.
Was that bloody money?
The Horlixs wanted thing of the new Harry Potter TV that they're bringing out with the captain.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
It's got Nick Frost, isn't it? He's going to play Hagrid, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's it done. I've just had to glue them on. So eventually they're going to go upside down, and that'll be the chandelier from inside. But that's me done now. Let that dry, ready for next time. Yeah, cool. No, I've enjoyed this so far. It's been really good. I think, yeah, they're just easy and quick to pick up.
Yeah.
And you don't really need any specialist stuff. You get stuff in the box. You get sandpaper, tweezers. Obviously, I'm not going to use them because they're pink. But
Well, you never know.
got some and just a bit of glue.
Sprue Glue says that's more of my astronaut done. Oh, if I'm saying that out.
Okay. Right. Well, don't forget next week it'll be 7 p.m. And thank you everybody for joining us in the chat, and thank you to the hosts for making the show tonight. So we'll catch you again next week. So I'll say good night, and I'll leave it to these.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night, everyone. Stay safe, and see you next time.
Yeah.